Hello class, back again with me, Sir Dab, during this English class with Sir Dab. And then today, what are we gonna learn about? Anyone knows? Anyone knows?
Yeah.
Exactly. Today, we will learn about the digital storytelling. So, have you ever saw videos online through your Instagram, TikTok maybe? Have you ever have shown anything like that before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, good. Now we got one student that already diving around the internet. So, as I say today we will learn about the digital storytelling, specifically on what exactly. So, here's the thing, students, we will dive into the digital storytelling where we will integrate two crucial elements. Anyone knows what the crucial element is?
No.
It is exactly already been written here. That is the two crucial elements, that is the structuring the videos and also the use of the discourse markers. So first, the structures of the video. We're talking about the content, so you will learn the standard three-part structure of an engaging videos. And secondly, we have the use of the discourse markers, which we will learn about the language exactly. You will learn to use the discourse markers where you preach words like suddenly, however, and ultimately to connect your ideas smoothly without stopping, of course. And by the end of these lessons, you will be able to pitch concept fluently using this exact framework. Now, let me give you an example. So, if you saw videos coming towards you onlinely on TikToks, Instagram, or even YouTube Shorts, we don't know. You do know. So, pretend that I'm a content creator and I'm doing this. Look at this bottle of water. This bottle of water made out of plastic, and I could drink the water. Do you guys find it engaging to you?
No.
No, right, exactly. No. It is exactly going like that. You will scroll past my video instantly, and today we will learn to not being skipped by the time you are doing your first ever take on your videos. And then what if I frame it differently? That's when we will try this video structure. So, on the video structure itself, we have 3x structure on the videos on how to make an engaging videos. The first structure is the hook. So what is the hook? What is the hook? Anyone know what is the hook? No one's know? No one's know? So basically, the hooks is when we are trying to grasp the viewer's attentions. That's what we usually call the hook. So, as I say, every good piece of content uses this 3x of a structure. The first is the hook, which is the grabbing attentions. Second is, anyone knows it? The body, correct. So what is the body here working on? So the body is delivering the part of the videos where it delivers the fact. And then the last one is the call to actions. This is where you will try to interact with your viewers. The call to action. Okay, before we're moving on, let's try to understand about the structures for making the engaging some videos. As I said before, the hooks is where you are grabbing the attentions of your viewer, and then the body is where you delivers the fact, and then lastly you will have the call to actions to tell them what to do next. But to move between these stages without sounding like a robot, sounding like a robot, because there's a lot of people are using AI nowadays to create a content. So how do we make these stages without sounding like a robot? We will use this discourse markers. So instead of you will pause or do some kind of a filler in your videos, you will try to use discourse markers. To do what? To do the bridging. Yes. Let me demonstrate. let me demonstrate on how do we blend perfectly through the structures of the videos, also using the discourse markers. Allow me. To begin with, this looks like a normal bottle of water. However, it is actually engineered to keep this water from the highest degree of the mountains of CLIL, where you could just feel the hotness of the air, and not only that, it also ultimately will try to digest your food that you have, whether it's all day, all week, all month. Try the bottle of water of CLIL. That's how we do it. And it is exactly going that way. So, to be simplified these things of the digital storytelling structure to make you understand a little bit more, it is actually how do you engage with your viewer the moment where they open their videos. For what I do earlier before, as I said before, I start the videos by making the hook, and my hook is to begin with. To begin with, this looks like a normal water bottle, this is normal water bottle. But when you try to mention that this bottle is normal, it means that the one that is doing the video are actually showing a bottle that is not normal, or just making the viewer thinking that this bottle is normal, while actually it is not. Then the viewer will be just curious the moment where it begins, like, does that water really normal? Or does that water abnormal? Or is the bottles of an anomaly? Well, I'm curious about it, so I decided to go on with the videos. And then right after they already fell for your hooks, we will try to shift the fact that this wasn't just a normal water. That's why I use the however. It is actually engineered to keep this water interesting. And then they already get the fact. They already get the facts of the products, or what makes these products are different than the other regular water bottle. Then they will be wondering and very much more interested to the whole videos, to the whole part of the videos. And then we gave them the ultimatum by saying, ultimately, this will be a grace for you. This will be such a genius, such marvelous, such remarkable product that you ever bought ever in your life. And that is totally why you will succeed on your whole videos right after you're implementing the structures of your videos, blending it perfectly with the use of discourse marker. And by structuring these videos itself, you have to include the hook, the body, which is the fact, and also the call to actions, like buy this bottle of water. And then don't forget to use the discourse markers as an to begin with, and also not only to begin with, you are also saying like however, suddenly, or any kind of word that are connecting your ideas, and then you could just put the ultimatums on the last, like ultimately this is the ultra rare epic sigma product that you have to buy. And that is totally why on how do you make a content, on how do we do creatively on the digital storytelling. We still have for about minutes to go. I want some of you to try to do the same as me. Try to sell me this pen using the exact things, the exact structure that I've already told to you. I give you for about 30 seconds to think. Can you? Selain itu jelasin after all that I've already told you. Bisa?
Apa?
Bikin.
Bisa.
Okay, bisa ya. Okay. Okay, that is enough. 30 seconds already been passed. I would like to call a volunteers of one student to try to sell me that pen. Anyone?
Sir.
Funny, please. The floor is yours. The time starts now.
I have to come forward.
You can just do it with that. That's fine.
but please.
To speak louder, yes.
I just want to sell this pen to you, sir. You just have to answer my offers, alright?
Okay.
So, Mr. Dava, do you have a pen?
No, I do not.
And do you need a pen right now?
No, I do not.
But you will need in the in the future. You will need the pen in the future.
I certainly will, yes.
Then why you don't have a pen?
Because I'm not using it now.
So would you buy my pen?
No, why do I have to?
Because you need this pen.
Why do I need it?
You will need it.
Yeah, I will need it, but not now, right?
But you can buy the pen right now and you can use in the future, Mister.
But there's other chances that I could buy it to
Alright,
somewhere
Mister,
else.
I can do that, thank you.
Okay. Keep a pause everyone to Fadli for trying. This is it. Students, Fadli here is already showing great examples of how the usage of this, but he cannot maximally put the maximum's effort on the facts of his product. He keeps saying that I have to buy, while although he has a reasonable reason that I might use it in the future, but at the current time it's not my urgency to buy it. And then it seems like Fadli already sold on that. He got the hook already. Okay, the hooks of Fadli already been so good. He's asking whether I use a pen. I see that he sees me that I don't bring a pen. That's why he thinks that I might need a pen. However, he cannot tell the fact straightly, so that I wanted to buy a pen. Let's say if I were Fadli, let's call it this way. So the hook, sir, do you need a pen? We're gonna see that this person needing a pen or not. If they need a pen, then just give it to him. But if they don't need it, try to give away where they would need it immediately. For example, since I don't need a pen, I have to find other causes of how the person, which is me, trying to buy the pen immediately from the Fadli. For example, he will try to make up some kind of a statement where that statement is clearly or objectively would really be happen in those exact 7 minutes. Fadli could just say that you need to buy this pen right now, immediately. He will try to deliver some kind of a facts that maybe, just maybe, that fact wasn't entirely wrong, but it wasn't really necessary too. So Fadli could just say that you will need it for what? So right after this, I will give my work, I will give my homework, therefore you will need my homework to be marketed, to be graded. And if that's so, then Fadli would force me to buy the pen, because at the time I don't bring any pen right now, but I do need to grade his homework. Therefore, that is a fact that Fadli could buy. And then ultimately, he could also say as well, since you already bought the pen from me and you already grade my grade, not only you will grade, Fadli grade himself, he could also say that ultimately, you could still use the pen to grade the upcomings homeworks of the other students, not only Fadli. And this is totally how we will use the structure in the videos, to use the hook, the body, and the call to actions, also using the use of the discourse markers. Anyone got a questions?
No, sir.
Thank you so much. Well, with that being said, let's try to summarize. Today, we have learned that the strong videos relies on the hook, the body, and the call to action. This all structure are the one that makes the videos a strong and engaging videos. We also hit our language objective by using this discourse marker to connect those ideas fluently rather than worrying about perfect grammar. So for your closing assessment, your exit ticket, which is today, I want you to write down one final discourse marker you would use to end a video broadcast and drop it on my desk as we wrap up. And yes, I will certainly use the pen that Fadli sold to me to create you. Thank you for your energy today, class. dismiss.